travel Chennai, there was a constant announcement going on. The announcement goes like this. This is the final announcement for passenger Mr. Mishra to come on gate number 3, and this is a last call. They said last, but it was twice repeated. And I saw there was a huge queue standing for the boarding formalities to be done. Believe me, if you look at from the top, the queue was not less than anaconda stuff. So I saw there was a guy, maybe about 40 years old, jumping from the last position, trying to come forward, and everybody was embarrassed to see that the way the guy was coming forward, and as if he was being called to accept Nobel Prize. So whenever there was some argument, he was telling that, oh, my name is being called, I have to go, I have to go. And there were some angry faces I have seen. Even in that queue, there were some foreigners also. They were observing what is happening and all. The flight time was at 7 o'clock, and I reached by 5:30. Till 6 o'clock, the cabin crew members were struggling to get the passenger on board immediately, and the announcement kept on repeating very often. Somehow, the guy which I mentioned, when he reached to the cabin crew, he started acting as if he's a Shah Rukh Khan kind of stuff, and saying that there was a huge traffic. I heard that, and I said that it's a morning time, and how could he find traffic? So luckily, I was sitting in the plane next to him, so just to time pass, I started conversation. And I asked this guy that, where are you traveling from? I mean, which part of the city you are coming to airport? Just to find out in the morning hours where maybe it's a high-tech city or what. So he said, no, I just told an excuse. I normally say this kind of excuse to anyone, and I'm late to many of the occasions like this. He laughed. Anyways, the moment I reached Chennai, as I was attending an international conference, they mentioned the time to start the conference was at 10:30. So I was there at close to 10 o'clock, but I see by 11 o'clock or so, the conference did not start. And it took another 30 minutes. At 11:30 they started. They had all inaugural session, in which I also saw there were a couple of delegates. They were observing and getting angry, the kind of attitude we have towards the time. We mentioned something that this program would start by this time, probably 9 or 11 o'clock, but we never start on that time. And it is creating a perception that Indian Standard Time is not actually a standard time, it's Indian stretchable time. That's what I noticed the conversation happening between the foreigners. It's an okay kind of attitude we Indians have towards the time, but the foreigners or the people, as we are becoming a global economy, they take a particular note how we respect the other's time. They're Toastmasters or guests. I remember when I was growing up, I used to follow my dad, and he was very punctual, and punctual at the best, I would say. There were some functions when we see the card, the ceremony would start at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., but they would never start at 8 p.m. However, we used to be there by 7 o'clock, and at times, or maybe very often, we were the first to reach the destination before the host arrives. That was the books I got from my father. So I believe that, we are okay to quote the excuses, and the common excuses are the huge traffic, even though there was no huge traffic. Okay, if you plan how to start your time or how to start your day, keeping in view the traffic or the rain, whatever excuses you are familiar with, it would be good. So, Indian Standard Time shouldn't be taken as Indian stretchable time at all. We are okay to be called, but since we are emerging or expanding ourselves, becoming a global economy, let us give a positive image that we value others' time. Because punctuality is not about you are following and it impacts to you, it impacts other as well. It shows that you value others' time as well. And it reduces the stress level, and it increases the dignity level of the entire society, that they are very particular about the time. So with that, I would recommend all of you to be on the dot. Thank you very much.